welcome to successfultradings.com for yet another episode of Call Option Example. Roku stock dropped over 8% yesterday and closed pretty much at the same level, yet we were able to generate huge profit trading call options. How is that possible? That we shall reveal in the next episode of Call Option Examples. Without any further ado, let us go ahead and dive in. All right. Oh boy. Before we get into Roku call option example, thank you very much for all of the subscribers. We are almost at 200 for this tiny channel. Who would have guessed that a few months ago? And we don't have one, but now actually the channel features, I believe, 2 videos of over 22,000 each views. So that's really remarkable. I mean, the video that's most of you, or the couple of videos that most of you have been following and viewing on Option Flow, I believe. So here's just one of them. I think the other one, it's on the first page on here. Yes, while Option Flow is definitely a reference of, here's the second one here. Option Flow is definitely a reference for any option trader who's serious about generating consistent gain. But today, in today's episode of Call Option Example, let's put aside a little bit flow algo. It's not that we are disregarding flow algo. We are actually going to show you our very own earning quant analysis. That video, I don't know how many views has that video received so far. I'm not even sure if we go here. I don't think this is the one. It has a couple of hundred views, to be honest with you. But so maybe I shouldn't waste time doing that. But I just want to go there maybe. So that video, if you are wondering or if you haven't had a chance to view it, because we're gonna have questions again. Oh, how did we know that this and that? Okay, this is the video. Trading earnings. Our 2020 quant strategy. This is a strategy that we have been using quite a while, and we are showcasing since we have a channel, a Discord channel now. We have this YouTube video. So this is one of our methodology, as we talked about in the blog, right? So take a look at it and let us know if you want to get in touch with us about getting that quant analysis report. We can do that for any stock, meaning that you don't have to only focus on the 70. Our watch list only has 70 to 80 stock really. And so for us, we select the best one that we know that there are opportunity for volatility after earnings. So we trade those. But if you bring a stock, this week, a member, Mr. Q, in the channel, actually, he owned Twilio stock. We didn't have that on the watch list, but after his debrief on Twilio, actually, we put Twilio on our watch list, and we generated the earning reports, which we were able, if you follow the video from Thursday, we actually made money trading that as well. So if you give us a stock, we will generate that analysis for you for now for free. Just keep it down, okay? And then you can explore that on your own. We can do it on any large set of stocks, but most likely it will have to go through our services. So that's so much for the promotion of that initiative. The other thing I wanted to mention, just very quickly, briefly here, the Discord channel, please do not be intimidated, because I see 2 types of individuals so far. People request, oh, what's your link? What's your Discord link? Obviously, I mean, as of now, as we are really growing, I want to make sure that only motivated individuals are part of the Discord room. So meaning I'll go through, you will be going through a vetting process. The vetting process, please. I think some individuals may be intimidated by it because we don't hear from them after we send them an email to say, oh, tell us about yourself. How long have you been trading? What is your goal for the market? And the third question is usually, how will you be able to contribute to your fellow traders in this Discord room? Because it's one thing to be fed trades. That's great. I mean, we all love that, but it depends. Personally, I've never been like that, but each his own, right? So some people like to be fair trade, some others they like to contribute. And so far, all the people that I'm seeing, most of the people I'm seeing in the Discord room are people who they will share charts. They will come into our pre-market analysis, ask questions, learn from there, and share ideas. That's the value of that Discord channel. It's free. I mean, I'm not charging anything for it, but somehow we need to make sure that. So don't be intimidated about that. Okay, very good. Speaking of which, then, if we go to the theme of this video, call option example on Roku. So what was the entrance criteria into this trade? The entrance criteria into this trade came from this analysis. Let me maybe bring it there because I'm watching it here on the Discord channel. So here's our Discord channel. So I'm going to pop in. This is the analysis that we shared in the pre-market yesterday. And there were not that many people in the pre-market room. I had to say, I was surprised a little bit because there are a lot of questions after hours that people say, oh, we will answer them. They will come to the pre-market analysis, yet we didn't see that many people. So the few who were there, we were able to share that this is what gives us confidence to say, hey, we're going to sit back, watch what the earnings is going to be on any stock, in particular in Roku, because look at these moves that Roku usually make after earnings. Okay? So we were expecting in average maybe 8% move. It was down 9%. So either could have gone minus 16% or it could have gone forward. So what did Roku do? Roku didn't actually do much. Yeah, because it opened. I don't know what was the opening price on Roku. If we can quickly go check that here. Let me just go here and check that for you. On Friday, Roku opened at 125, down minus 9% or so from 137 previous day close, and it closed at 126.20. How were we able to make money? All right, let's show you, my friends. Let's bring the chart for Roku, the trading view chart for Roku, and show you first the chart for Roku. And I believe we also have, yes, we have the option, obviously, for Roku as you know. So if we go to Roku and we bring in the 15 minutes, and this is something, folks, if you have your TradingView Pro Plus, or Premium on TradingView, you can replay the tape. I've told you how much value you can get out of that. So yes, imagine replaying the tape for this. This, folks, we have 15 minutes candle here, okay? So each one of these candle is 15 minutes. So meaning that between these days, we are 45 minutes into the session to generate the gain that I'm going to describe to you very shortly. So maybe let's switch to the 5 minutes to make it a little bit more realistic, because these candles, they were just, okay. So this is it Friday. So the day before closed there, after hours, they released the earnings, the price dropped and stayed over there. It was pretty flat. Though the market was bullish after the worst job report ever, folks, over minus 20 million in the payroll, yet the market was bullish. These are the type of thing for people who do not trade, who are like, oh, some people who trade, how is that possible? The market's supposed to tank. We had 20 million people who are out of job. Wait a minute, folks. Those, if you're surprised by that, then maybe we need to talk. Maybe you need a consultation, a free consultation from Successful Trading, because there are things that we can explain how the market actually views certain type of news. So back to Roku. So our strategy here, because as you can see, I mean, we can bring you, we can bring the chart here. Let's bring the chart. Oh, it's going to be messy. It's going to be messy. I cannot flash both. So this is the 140, the 150 call. Yeah, but we did actually two trades. We did two trades. So this is the 150 call. As you can see here, it's oversold and they are cheap. They are cheap to the point where I think for us, here was the message at 10 minutes in, trying to steal Roku May 15 150 call for 50 cents. And we got a feel, folks. We got a feel. It was one of those things. And so let me reveal to you actually what made us, because we had two trades. So We had a trade for next week, and then we have this trade. So bought the Roku 140 expiring on Friday for 18 cents. Yes, at the same time, you can see this one here put for 15 cents. So we explained in the market analysis that for us, we know Roku was going to move. Not certain of the direction, we were going actually to steal some of the option in either direction. So I did a little calculation that I could explain to you in a session of where to put within the 5 minutes as Roku is going through price discovery. We have talked about that, folks, right? Remember? So maybe I should break it here in 3 minutes interval. We've talked about price discovery in the first 5 minutes. We have a video on how we do not recommend actually entering a position. But if you are doing that, there's a technique to be used. So we use that technique here. That technique actually this week did work not once. I believe it worked like 2 times on 2 other stocks. You could go to Square, which we talked about in the Thursday video, to show that a great entry on there. And we showed you maybe, hopefully, the Disney entry as well, where Disney did exactly that, where you were able to get very cheap options that were able to pay. So we employed that strategy on Roku, and we were prepared. This is something we shared in the pre-market analysis with the folks in our Discord room. So for us, we got our feel for the 140 calls at 18 cents, and they appreciated. And where did we sell them? So we start selling these here. I'm showing sold at 65 cents. So 65 cents. How does that from 18 cents? So let's go. You know how I like to bring the calculator. Those who usually ask, hey, so bring the calculator from the other side. So 65. I think they were higher than that, to be frank, because for me, by the time I sold them, because this thing moved so fast, I was able to sell at that level. So I sold 2/3 of the position. Scale exits, as you know. Another thing that's another concept that if you're not familiar, we may teach you in our coaching session. So 47 divided by 18 to get the percentage gain in 45 minutes. 260%, folks, in a matter of 45 minutes. And I think it's get higher. It got higher, actually. And the 50 cents one that we bought expiring next week, they were going for $1.70 or something. For us, when we sold it, actually, it wasn't there yet. So 50 cents, so $1.70. So that will give it $1.20 or something. $1.20 of profit that you could have banked in there. Yeah, in the matter of, in this case, I can do either 120 divided by 50, right? So 240% on the next week trade and 260% on the weekly trade one. In all of this, folks, in a matter of 45 minutes, because actually less than that, Here on my chart, the high is telling me that the high, for me, I must have sold somewhere here. I kid you not, because this first candle over, either I wasn't about to sell it, or I was waiting for it to bounce over the EMAs or exponential moving average. But in any case, whether this is just this, what I want you to get out of this video is not so much the details. The focus is giving this much gain. I know that you guys love that in this calls video, because you tell me, you tell us that much. I want you to understand the concept, meaning that this is something, a technique, a methodology that you can then use consistently on many other stocks to generate consistent profit. Earnings season we talked about is the time where you should sit back, relax, and really just have a plan into how you're going to attack every single opportunities that are there. There are still a week left next week, the last week of earnings season. So there are other stocks that will be reporting. I can give you one, for instance, NVIDIA. Would you like to know how we're going to attack NVIDIA in next week earnings? Hopefully, you will come back. We shall tackle NVIDIA or any other stock that presents an opportunity based on our earning quantitative research, and we will share that with you on this channel if you are willing to be with us. Until then, Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of the week. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. And we shall talk with you shortly. Thank you. Bye-bye.